Dusty highways never end, broken dreams don't comprehend. Whiskey shores and moonlit nights, lost my way in neon lights. Grit and gravel under boots, echoes of forgotten roots. Memories passing by the lake, barbed wire fences and old barn gates. Roaming whiskey roads, looking for peace. Stars overhead, no release. Roaming whiskey roads, and that's all I know. Nowhere to be and nowhere to go. Rusty trucks, howling winds, empty bottles, old time sins. Lone coyote cries at dusk, desperate hearts turn to dust. Smoky bars and silent nights, lovers fighting neath the lights. Country stars, lost guitars, picking pieces torn apart. Roaming whiskey roads, looking for peace. Stars overhead, no release. Roaming whiskey roads, and that's all I know. Nowhere to be and nowhere to go. Roaming whiskey roads, looking for peace. Stars overhead, no release. Roaming whiskey roads, and that's all I know. Nowhere to be and nowhere to go. Nowhere to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
She knows what she's doing. Her heart understands. She's my voice of reason. And I'm a far better man in the hands of a woman. Your love, 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 oh, so sweet. In the hands of a woman, there's a place for guys like me. I was lost, I was wondering, oh, the stories I could tell. I was forever running, and I slipped and I fell in the hands of a woman. Your love, 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 oh, so sweet. In the hands of a woman, there's a place for guys like me. When you feel that first touch, it'll take you so high. Oh, you wanna stay stay right there for the rest of your life in the hands of a woman. Oh, your love, oh, so sweet in the hands of a woman. There's a place for guys like me in the hands of a woman. Oh.
His name is Jarvis Redd. That is R-E-D-D on that last name. That is called Hands of a Woman. That has got a great video to it. You can check it out on our TV channel at ICTV Indie Country Television. That is at the top of the homepage of KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Before that, Dave Donatelli and Whiskey Road kicking off an Indie Wednesday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. Welcome to it. We are broadcasting from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, and I'm live on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I am also live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio and live on TikTok right there at Tim Kelly On Air. And you can see that TV screen behind me. That is YouTube. Go over there and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And we got a live chat room going on over there on TikTok, on Facebook. I'm a little busy today playing New Country's Best. And I've got two great radio interviews. I've got Presley Puig going to be with me. She is also from the state of Missouri in hour number 1. And then in hour number 2, I will have another great interview. Piper Paisley is going to be with me as well in hour number 2. A couple of great talented females. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the other radio stations that replay this program. Great stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 93 or 94.3 rather, .se, that is from Sweden. We are also on Tailgate Country Radio from Canada. You can check me out on TV at canyonstar.tv and all the major streaming services like iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, wherever you stream music, just search The Tim Kelly Show and you will also be listening to New Country's Best. The Way I Do Tonight is the next song we're going to play. His name is Leo Garcia, making his radio debut on The Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio on an Indie Wednesday.
When I get closer to you and you can see it in my eyes. You ask why, but I don't know. Must be simple, but the reasons I can't say. Hey, what can we do about it? Is there somewhere you and I go and stay a while? Hey, the more that I think about it, I want you close to feel the way I do tonight. If you're scared go too far, just what you say you won't go far from me. Can you see? Do you know? Is there some way to find resolve for you and me? you're scared to go too far. Just what you say you won't go far from me. Can you see? Or do you know? Is there some way to find resolve for you and me? Hey, what can we do about it? Is there some way you and I can go and stay a while? Hey, the more that I think about it, I want you close to feel the way I do tonight. I want you close to feel the way I do tonight. I want you close to feel the way I do tonight.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
This song is dedicated to all the active duty and veterans, servicemen and women of our armed forces, police officers, firemen, first responders, and all that placed themselves in harm's way so that others might live free and safe. Some folks stand for nothing, some will cut and run, others sacrifice to do what must be done. Some put on those colors and kiss the family goodbye, but with no guarantee they'll be coming back alive. They ain't afraid to face danger when it comes to call. Be it friend, foe, or stranger, they won't hesitate at all. And in the blink of an eye, when it comes to do or die and the bullets fly, no, they won't run, 'cause the heroes in uniform getting it done. They don't do it for the money, 'cause it never is enough. Like the ones that came before them, it's just in their blood. Some are fathers, some are mothers, ordinary citizens. They dream, they try, they bleed and cry just like anyone. They ain't afraid to face the danger when it comes to call. Be it friend, foe, or stranger, they won't hesitate at all. And if the blink of an eye, when it comes to do or die and the bullets fly, no, they won't run, 'cause the heroes in uniform getting it done. Don't come free, everything has a price. Instead of you and me, then there won't risk their lives. I ain't afraid to face danger when it comes to call. Be it friend, foe, stranger, they won't hesitate at all. And in the blink of an eye, when it comes to do or die and the bullets fly, and the bullets fly, and the bullets fly, and the bullets fly, as the heroes in uniform getting the job done. Thank God for our heroes in uniform, getting it done.
His name is Mark Daniel. That is called Heroes in Uniform, Getting It Done. What a great tribute to our veterans and active military. And you can check out the video to that one on ICTV, Indie Country Television. That tab is on our website at KICR, It is not only Veterans Day a couple of days ago. That was Monday. It is Veterans Week in Branson. We do a whole week of activities for our veterans. We love our veterans and active military. And every show you'll ever go to in Branson around intermission time, they will always have the veterans of each branch of service stand and get a great tribute paid to them, and I love that about Branson. And also, I want to tell you that Mr. Barry Corbin was here last Friday night, and he got to be the Grand Marshal of the Veterans Day Parade that following Saturday, and we got to hang out with him at the Mansion Theater. He's a great actor. Barry Corbin, An Evening with Barry Corbin is what the show was called, and we posted a lot of pictures on our social media about that, and he's a fantastic gentleman, and without a cowboy hat, I look just like him, I come to find out. So he's a great man, and told a lot of great stories about his acting career, our good friend Barry Corbin. This next artist is Mike Baker. This is called Long, Long Way to Go, Long, Long Time Ago, on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
Took that trip like I said I would, clearing my mind to probably do me good. It's what I told myself a long, long time ago. Got my guitar and my cowboy hat, hit the road, didn't even look back. Good times up ahead, that's what I said a long, long time ago. Highway's a lady that lies up ahead in the dark. Promise you everything, then she forgets who you are. I've been happy and I've been sad, I've been good and I've been bad. I don't give a damn, it's in my soul. I've been here, I've been around the world, made some money, seen some pretty girls along the way, the ones I know. The highway's a lady that lies up ahead in the dark. Promise you everything, then she forgets who you are. I stand here on the beach, the sands of time beneath my feet as the waves roll in again and again. The waves roll in again and again. The highway's a lady that lies up ahead in the dark. Promise you everything, then she forgets who you are. Took that trip like I said I would, clearing my mind to probably do me good. That's what I told myself a long, long time ago. That's what I told myself a long, long time ago.
Tim in the morning. When it's
does that mean?
Are you responsible for the strange sounds I heard emanating from my radio this morning?
We apologize for what he said.
Blah, 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 blah.
We have no idea. We're just making it up as we go along.
The guy's awesome.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Boy, mama, I don't know how you did everything you did for all us kids. It made it look so easy, but I know it had to be so hard. Those early days, the first few scars had you scared to death. Half the time, I guess. And boy, mama, so much I wanna say. Never missed a step, never missed a game. Drug me to church on Sunday. From my first car, those teenage years. First girlfriend, some of your fears kept you up all night. Ain't that right? Boy, mama, just like your t-shirt said, one of a kind, straight from the sky, made tough as it gets. Oh, and I wanna just make sure you know I'll take her hand and be her man, but I'll never let you go, 'cause a part of me will always be your boy, mama. And boy, mama, you ought to be a millionaire if you got paid for all those days and every whispered prayer. And all I have or I owe you just for patched up jeans and that window till you would have lost your mind if the good Lord didn't make wine. Oh, mama, just like your t-shirt said, one of a kind, straight from the sky, ain't tough as it gets. Oh, and I wanna just make sure you know I'll take her hand and be her man, but I'll never let you go, 'cause a part of me will always be your boy, mama. God doesn't gamble, knew I'd be a handful. It ain't no mistake the day you became a boy, mama. Just like your t-shirt said, one of a kind, straight from the sky, made tough as it gets. Oh, and I wanna just make sure you know I'll take her hand and be her man. I'll never let you go, 'cause a part of me will always be your boy, mama. Your boy, mama.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Indie Wednesday, and I've got a couple of talented young ladies that I'm going to be interviewing on the program tonight. First up is my good friend Presley Puig. How are you, my friend?
Hi, Tim. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
I am glad to have you on the program, and I want to give a big thank you and shout out to John Williams from Lufkin, Texas, who turned me on to you and your song "Homesick" that we're going to play for first today.
Yes, thank you. I love that he reached out to you and we were able to make this work. It was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. You are very talented and you're very close to where I live. You're from Missouri as well, and so that's awesome.
Well, thank you. Yeah, not too far away.
Yeah, up there by Lake Ozark, Missouri, a town called Climax Springs.
Yep, I'm about 10 minutes from Lake of the Ozarks, and just a little town right off the main stretch.
Uh-huh.
And not too far from you either. So
when you say little town, is it littler than Branson, smaller than Branson?
Oh gosh, yeah. Like our population, I think is 100 and something.
Oh, wow. It is small.
Oh yeah, it's like a tiny little town. It's just right on the smallest little town you go through right before you head into the bigger town of Lake of the Ozarks. So
maybe a stoplight or a yellow flashing light or something.
there's no stoplights. There's nothing. There's a $1 store and a gas station.
Wow.
And all that stuff. So
you did go to Missouri State University in Springfield, Missouri, just north of us here in Branson, and you studied communications and journalism. What was your goal to do with that?
Well, I don't know if I really had a goal. I was doing a lot of music, and I was wanting to have a backup plan.
Uh-huh.
So I decided that I was going to finish my college degree, and couldn't really decide what I wanted to go into. A lot of different options.
Yeah.
And I talked to my college, I guess, career girl, and she suggested journalism because I wrote a lot, and so I was taking a lot of writing classes and creative stuff like that, and journalism also teaches you how to do interviews, how to do a lot of different communication stuff that kind of fit in with music, and I don't know, I thought that was really neat, and so I did that, and then I interned with the Springfield Business Journal. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, out of Springfield.
Uh-huh.
But wrote a lot of stuff for them. And, yeah, I haven't really used my degree, but I just kind of wanted it as an option.
Yeah. Well, you're on the other end of doing an interview, and you're doing great so far.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And that writing, that sure helps when you put lyrics to a song, doesn't it? And
oh yeah,
I always say this. I think country music tells the best stories.
That's what I try to do. I try to tell some stories, and sometimes they're not real, and sometimes they are. And but I don't know. It's nice because it's an outlet. You can kind of do whatever you want with it, and you know, it doesn't really matter either way if it's real or not, just as long as it's real to somebody. Yeah. So. Now,
how did singing start for you? Did somebody tell you had a great voice, or you've been singing since you was like 4 or 5 or something like that, like I hear a lot?
Yeah, my mom and my dad, when I was little, I would sing all the time, and they say that my favorite was Alan Jackson. I would always be running around listening and singing Alan Jackson for forever.
Uh-huh.
And I guess when I finally got old enough to get out of my like kid voice, you know, they found out that I could, I guess, carry a couple tunes. So
yeah, well, I found that out too this last week.
Yeah, yeah, just now then.
Yep, your songs are great. I've got 3 of them we're going to play for you today on the program, and we'll talk about those in a little bit. But now I want to ask you too. Now, why country music for you? Because there's a lot of genres out there, and you're a young person, and you know there's pop and there's all kinds of different genres out there. But why country for you?
Well, that's what I grew up on, and so I think that's what speaks to my heart mostly, you know, and reminds me a lot of my family that's no longer around anymore. We would always listen to songs and stuff like that, and I think I don't know, it's just something that I grew up on. I can't really see myself doing anything different. So country and bluegrass, that's really what I mostly do and what I grew up with. So
I'm glad you brought that up. We're going to play the bluegrass song. It's going to be the 3rd one we're going to play. And you're up there close to the queen of bluegrass, Miss Rhonda Vincent. She moved up moved up to Lake Ozark, her and her husband Herb, and they're always posting on Facebook Lives and stuff like that. Herb's a pretty good cook.
Yes, I talked to Rhonda a little bit, and she's like, "You're my neighbor." We always talk about living right next to each other. So
we met her a couple of years ago here in Branson at Silver Dollar City. Every year they come to Bluegrass and Barbecue, and it's like a week-long thing. And, boy, it's great, man. I worked at Silver Dollar City a few summers ago, too. And so, yeah, it's a really neat place. And they also, I found out during the time that I was working there, owned Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, the same family, the Hershens.
Yeah, I heard about that too. I've been to Dollywood, and I remember reading up on that. They have some of the same like rides, just a little bit different to fit in with like the Smoky Mountains and stuff like that. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah. And it's beautiful here in the Ozarks, isn't it? Especially this time of year in the fall when the trees are starting to turn. My wife and I just celebrated on October the 10th our wedding anniversary, and we got married on the back deck of what used to be a barbecue place, and the patio overlooked Table Rock Lake at the Kimberling City Bridge right there, going over to Lampe on the other side. So.
Wow, well, happy anniversary.
Thank you. It's beautiful here, and we absolutely love it. Were you born and raised in Missouri then, or did you guys move here?
Yeah, I was born here. Got my parents, both of them, they were born here too, so I haven't wandered off too far. I travel a lot, but I usually always end up coming back home.
Yep. I went to California for 4 years. My dad went to school in Escondido, California, 30 miles inland from San Diego. And that's where my love for radio became relevant to me. As a young man in my 20s, I was listening to Rick Dees out there in L.A. and Jay Thomas when he was alive back there in L.A. as well, and then the great Casey Kasem. But along came this 90s country, and I met a girl from Oklahoma, and I ended up moving to Ada, Oklahoma, where Blake Shelton's from, and spent 20 years there before coming back to Missouri, where I was actually born and raised around Joplin, Missouri. And,
nice.
My grandpa used to bring us to Silver Dollar City every year when we were kids and get us season passes. And so that started that tradition of coming to Branson, and I thought, man, it's so neat here. I want to move here one of these days. So.
Yeah, I love Branson. It's kind of the same thing with us.
Yep.
We were born, we get season passes every year and go to Silver Dollar City, and I did like a summer show with a group. It's called American Kids. I don't know if you've ever heard of that before, but it was kind of from Springfield and Branson area, and we would rotate around Silver Dollar City and Dixie Stampede, and we would do like some mall shows and stuff like that back when that was a thing. And so I've kind of made all those circles when I was younger. My mom and dad were and still are extremely supportive of everything that I do, and so that's really special.
Yeah, isn't that the best feeling? And I say that all the time. I was telling you off the air, I've interviewed some artists as young as 10 years old, and watching their careers, for the last 12 years that I've been doing this radio program. And it's sure neat to see that mom and dad, if they believe their child has talent, they back them 150%.
Oh, yeah.
Mom, a lot of time, is what they call the momager, the manager and the mom of their careers, and helps them with all that stuff that needs to be done. So it is really neat to see. Now, about a year ago, you did in Branson, Branson Country USA at the Grand Country Music Hall. I saw you performing there. That was awesome, too.
Yeah, that was so neat. I watch that show all the time, and my grandma, who is now passed, but we would always watch that show together on Sunday nights, and so it was really special for me to get to do that, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, hopefully we can meet one of these days in Branson, and I've got some contacts that might be able to get you a show or two booked, and it's getting close to Christmas, and they're already in November. They start doing their Christmas shows in Branson. You know how it is here, and then they shut down for 2 or 3 months and come back strong in March or April or something like that. So, but yeah, and I also was going to say I'm playing the weekly episodes of Branson Country USA on my website too. So I wished I'd have been doing that a year ago, because I would have had your episode on there. It's a fantastic episode. So for folks that haven't heard of or haven't seen Branson Country USA, you can click that tab on my website and look up the one that Presley Puig, it's Puig, is in, and we'll talk about your social media here in just a little bit. Now, I want to ask you, too, do you have any siblings, and if so, are they into music like you or musically inclined?
Yeah, I have a sister who is 19. She plays a little bit of mandolin. Never really stuck with it too much, but she can pick around and stuff like that. And but she's more into crafty stuff. She makes quilts and clothes and all that stuff. She's really talented in that way.
My wife just heard that. She's the same way, exactly. She's actually working on one right now, and she hasn't seen her aunt in about 7 years. We just took a trip to Cross Plains, Texas. It's a little bitty town of 899 people on the other side of Dallas Fort Worth, where she grew up in Dallas and Fort Worth area, and she hadn't seen her aunt in about 7 years, and so she actually gave her a quilt that she had been working on. So yeah, she's the same way. She's very crafty in that area too. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, were you self-taught, or did you take lessons playing instruments?
I never took lessons. I took, I guess, mandolin lessons for maybe 6 months or so. But as far as guitar, I had a family member show me some chords, and then I kind of ran with it. So,
there you go.
Yeah,
I love that.
I played that a lot, and I kind of backed off the mandolin a little bit. My boyfriend is a bluegrasser. He's that's mandolin is his thing, and I'm not as good as he is, so I just leave that to him. So.
Isn't that a popular instrument? I hear that one all the time in people playing instruments. The mandolin comes up quite a bit.
Oh yeah, it's pretty neat, and I wish that I was, I would love to just be able to play amazing, on the mandolin and all that stuff. It's a really hard instrument to play.
Yeah.
It's hard, and so I just kind of shifted my focus to guitar because that really, if you're doing stuff by yourself and you're writing and doing all this stuff, you really need to know how to play the guitar most of all. So. Yep. That's kind of what I focused on.
The only instrument I've ever learned to play was the radio. When I went to broadcasting school, they showed you how to push play. I'm still doing it.
Well, you're doing it great.
Thank you. I want to push play on Homesick, but first I want to hear the story behind the song. That's why I love doing these interviews. So tell us about this one and how it came about.
This is a song that I wrote. So my grandma, she was a woman who was really very close to me, and she passed away almost 3 years ago, and it was a really difficult time in my life because I was getting ready to just move out on my own for the very first time, and she died the day after Christmas, and I moved out January 12th or something like that.
Wow.
And we always lived right next to each other. She lived just the house right next door. And so it was really hard on me, and I didn't really know how to act because, I don't know, I just always pictured having her to talk to, when I was out doing things on my own. She was like my second mom. We were just really close, and so it was really hard on me having to navigate life, and I spent my whole life just could not wait to grow up and get out. I wanted to move out. I wanted to move in with my friends. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to do all this stuff. And so I took a lot of things for granted. And that's kind of how this song came up. And realizing that I can go home whenever I want to, but home's not going to be the same anymore. And so, yeah, I wrote this song in my little college apartment. And I wanted to do something to give her a little bit of a shout out and write something that was really meaningful to me. So
Don't our grandparents make such a big impact in our lives? Like I was telling you, my grandparents on my mom's side started bringing us here to Silver Dollar City and getting us those season passes. But my grandma on my dad's side is who I was super close to as well. And when my mom and dad got divorced, I was about 15 years old. And I lived with my grandma on my dad's side for about 2.5 years. About when I was 17, I started living with her for a couple of years till I was about 19. So I miss her deeply, you know, and I always thought she was going to live to be like 100 years old. And, you know, she got leukemia and passed away at 89, and that was really hard on me too. So I'm right there with you. You know, we have that special relationship with our grandparents and miss them deeply.
Yes, absolutely. I hope she's looking down and she likes the songs.
Yeah, absolutely. And isn't that a neat thing that you have the talent to do that, you know, to be able to remember them by putting their story in a song?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I love that.
I do.
Where did you go to record this? Let's give a big shout out to the recording studio.
Sure. Nashville, Tennessee. It was a place I worked with a man named Chris Latham.
Uh-huh.
He's done a lot of cool things. He's is a Grammy Award winning editor and mixer, and so he did this song. I recorded it at his house, and then the music was recorded in Brentwood, Tennessee, with a lot of amazing players. Oh my gosh, I've done a lot of cool things, and that was at the Watershed recording studio.
Awesome.
So yeah.
It's very well done because it caught my attention. This is the first song that John sent to me, and he said, you got to hear this one, and you might want to talk to this young lady. And so I had you send me a couple of more songs so we could do 3 on the interview. And I absolutely, truly believe that you do have that talent that I can call your music new country's best. That's our tagline, and I can say it behind every one of your songs.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. I'm going to say it right now. We're going to play Homesick from Presley Puig, and then we're going to come back and talk to her some more on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
16, I thought I knew so much, and 18, couldn't come quick enough. I'd buy a car, drive so far, and finally get away from this little town I thought was holding me down. Then 18, I couldn't wait to be 21. Thought about all the fun I'd finally have, but things don't always work out like you'd planned. I've learned that my daddy always told me not to wish my years away. I wish I had understood all the things he'd say, and now I'm homesick. Get back, and I'm missing the life that I once had. If you could take me back, I'd learn to trust, not worry too much, 'cause time is the greatest gift of all. Oh, it's been a while since I've been back home. Things have changed, and I can't help but smile. Thinking back, I'd pull up, my old dog come running up. Now he's buried back behind the pond at the farm I grew up on. And now I'm homesick for the time I can't get back, and I'm missing the house my grandma used to live in, and I give anything to see her on that front porch swing. Now she's been gone a couple years, but I still talk to her like she's still here. But she was still here. Now I'm homesick for the time I can't get back, and I'm missing the life that I once had. If you could take me back, I learned to hug all the people that I love a little harder. I'll stay a little bit longer.
name is Presley Puig. That is called Homesick. You just heard the story behind it, and that is a fantastic job on that song. You are really, really talented, and congratulations on that one. We're going to blow it up for you.
No, thank you. I hope so.
Absolutely. We're going to put it on 7 radio stations tonight, and then this show is on Amazon and iHeartRadio and Spotify and all that other kind of stuff. And we've been having just as much fun off the air as we're having on the air talking too. So
yes, we have been.
Yeah, getting to know each other. And like I said, one of these days, if you come to Branson, or I hope to see you in Branson, we'll have to definitely meet in person. We'll go out to eat or something, take some pictures.
Yeah.
Do some stuff on Facebook and social media, and maybe get you in a show here in Branson too. So
yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
I go to Branson quite often, so we'll talk and maybe set something up.
Absolutely, love to see you perform here. And this next song is called "Like the Rain." Tell us the story about that one.
So that is not from this album that's dropping in January.
Mm-hmm.
So Homesick and Bluegrass Rhymes. And 5 or 6 other songs are going to be on the album that comes out in January called Keep the Change. And but this song, Like the Rain, is from the very first album that I cut out of Hendersonville, Tennessee, with a man named Mike Shrimp. And so we did this song and 10 other songs. Some I wrote, some were covers. And it's interesting. I love to listen to this one because to me, I sound different in it. I sound younger and a little less maybe experienced. Uh-huh. So I like being able to document, how different I sound over the years after I've been working a lot and growing up, being a little bit more mature and all that stuff. So yeah, this song is one of the first songs that I wrote. And so it always holds a special place in my heart. But yeah, it's just interesting because this is me about 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago. So yeah.
Awesome. That's about the time you started your publishing company as well. You also have your own publishing company. Mm-hmm. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, I was kind of told that if you're going to start writing your own songs and being an independent artist, doing it without a label and all that stuff, you needed to make sure you were, copyrighted and protected and you have all your rights and stuff like that. So that's what I did, and all my songs live under my publishing company.
That's right. And that's really important, man. I'll tell you what, I get pitched a lot of music, as you can imagine, for doing this show for the last 12 years. And I see a lot of song titles, and like I say, I don't really know what the story is until I interview the artist, and that's why I love doing these interviews, is to hear those stories. But a lot of them are just like one-word titles. I've got 5 songs right now by different artists, and they're all different, titled Montana. I've got 5 or 6 that are just entitled Drive. So, yeah, it's pretty important to copyright and protect that stuff, huh?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, absolutely. Yeah.
Definitely. Hey, I wanted to ask you, too, now, you mentioned cover songs. Who is some of the folks that influenced you in the world of country music that made you want to do it, and some of the favorite covers that you like to do in a show?
Oh, man. Well, probably my favorite all-time artist is Patty Loveless.
Oh, nice.
I love her. I try to copy some of her little vocal things that she throws in her songs. I just love that. Mm-hmm. So I do a lot of her stuff. Rhonda Vincent, of course. I grew up with Rhonda Vincent as well. So anytime I do anything bluegrass related, I pull from her catalog. And I always also loved Leanne Womack. If we're talking about like heartbreak and cheating country songs, I pulled from her list a lot as well. So
I hope you dance.
I'm kind of all over the place. Yes.
Man, I've got that. All of those are on my classic country radio station. It plays 24/7 on my website. It's commercial free, and you'll hear my voice on there and a couple of other guys that wanted to lend their voice to doing some radio liners for me on there. But that classic country, that's the goal of you guys, isn't it, as an independent artist, to have a song that resonates with somebody so much that maybe 25 years from now we're still playing it on the radio.
Absolutely. I would love to. I would like to be known as an artist like that. I would much rather be known for a good a good traditional country singer-songwriter than somebody who maybe sold out and is not doing the kind of music that they really wanted to do.
That is exactly what I love to tell those stories on this radio program, and I always give kudos to folks like you who are keeping traditional country music alive. It is amazing.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And, Alabama always said, you got to have a fiddle in the band, and I love hearing the steel guitar, and we got a guy that we became really close with. His name is Michael T. Hermsmeyer, plays with the Nashville Roadhouse Live show at the Pierce Arrow. He is fantastic on the steel guitar, and then he can cover Charlie Daniels and Devil Went Down to Georgia on the fiddle, too.
Oh, wow. So multi-talented.
Yeah. So there is a lot of that in Branson, isn't there? Some real talent here, but, they call it the live show capital of the world because based on how many theater seats are here, and I don't even know if you knew this, but I learned this presentation when I used to sell timeshare for a place here in Branson. There are more theater seats in Branson than there are in Broadway in New York City. Did you know that?
I did not know that, no.
Yes. 58,000 theater seats here in Branson and just a little over 50,000 in Broadway in New York City.
Oh,
so
wow.
We got them beat.
Yeah, you do.
And, there's a lot of places to play, and unfortunately, we've lost some of these folks that used to have theaters here, like Glenn Campbell and Mickey Gilley and Roy Clark, back in the day when Branson was just getting started. And so you guys keeping traditional country music alive is kind of really paying tribute to those folks that we've lost in years gone by.
Mm-hmm.
So keep doing your thing. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Where can folks find Presley Puig if they want to look you up on social media?
Sure. So you can just type in name on Facebook, Presley Puig. I have a public, I don't really know what it's called. It's like a public friend page. So we're not friends. And I also have a actual music page, Official Presley Music, and it's all one word together. Okay. I do a lot of posts on Facebook and TikTok, and TikTok is Officially Presley. So I do, those two are my main ones, and I do have an Instagram, but I don't really post much music on there. Kind of stopped messing with Instagram. I need to get back into it, but that's just Official Presley Music as well.
I'm the same way on Instagram. I don't know why. I just don't do a whole lot over there. I have an account, but I'm really blowing it up now. My daughter told me I need to get on TikTok Live and start doing my show over there. So I'm at Tim Kelly on Air over there at TikTok.
Tim Kelly, well, I will go and follow you.
So I'll do the same. I'll follow you right back. Yeah. And you guys do the same, too. Go follow Presley Puig. It is Puig on all social media. And check out those other songs that we're not playing tonight. She's got lots more music, but we're going to play Like the Rain and Bluegrass Rhymes that we talked about in the interview tonight. Thanks for a great radio interview today, and we'll see you on the radio for sure on Triple Play Thursday and New Music Friday as well. We'll play you on all those shows.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing it, and we appreciate the time. Like the Rain from Presley Puig on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
Your memory when it keeps following me all around this big old house, and there's the front door you don't walk through anymore, picture of us left on the wall. Another day is come and gone while I'm still holding on to what's left of yesterday. Maybe tomorrow I'll be better. Maybe you're leaving won't matter. My tears are falling down like the rain on my window, baby. The only way to make the sun appear is if you are here. My faith is breaking like my heart I gave you, baby. You decided to leave. You decided you'd never love me.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Blue moon of Kentucky and mule skinner blues. Ruby, are you mad? There's Little Maggie too. Foggy Mountain breakdown, some good old Mountain Dew. Swing that 9-pound
There's some of that mandolin playing we were talking about in the interview. Bluegrass at its finest right there. Bluegrass Rhymes from Presley Puig. That is P-U-I-G. Go check her out all over social media. And thank you, Presley, for a great radio interview today on this Indie Wednesday. We sure had a great time on and off the air getting to know each other. And she will be a special guest again on this program. I guarantee you that. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I am broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, and we've got a great live show for you in hour number 2. I'm going to have another talented young female as a special guest today, and her name is Piper Paisley. Piper Paisley Music is her page. Go over there, like, and give it a follow right now, and tell her Tim Kelly sent you, and you'll be able to hear the stories behind her songs coming up at the bottom half of this next hour. Kicking off hour number 2 is a gentleman by the name of Brandon Martin. This is called Drink to Remember on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Indie Wednesday.
Listen to the thunder, smell the rain, watching that creek roll, Lord, it always seems the same. I've been waiting on a day like this, to sit right here all day long with a fifth of whiskey in my fist. I drink to remember, and I drink to forget, and I drink till it all makes sense, and I drink to the memory of a time long ago, and I drink to the things I can't let go. It ain't a woman, and I ain't down. If you can believe it, I'm drinking to remember, not to drown. I'm thinking about the good times I've had, trying to remind myself that life really ain't been all that bad. I drink to remember, and I drink to forget, and I drink till it all makes sense, and I drink to the memory of a time long ago, and I drink to the things I can't let go. It's hard to get to the bottom of it when you're at the bottom of a bottle. It may seem crazy, but it's working for me. I drink to remember, and I drink to forget, and I drink till it all makes sense. I drink to the memory of a time long ago, and I drink to the things I drink to remember, and I drink to forget, and I drink till it all makes sense. I drink to the memory of a time long ago, and I drink to the things I can't let go.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Six-year-old me is the one I like the least. She's the reason I still feel unsteady on my feet. Through that whole decade left nothing but a bad taste in my mouth. I still thank God it's miles away from where I'm sitting now. Nothing's wasted, yeah, I'd change it in a heartbeat if I could. But I chose it, and the stories, even the bad, all broke my boat. Now I'm molding my own future with the mud still on my hands to remind me that a little touch just makes me who I am. It doesn't make me any less than. Couldn't miss the girl that swiped down self-love for sabotage. False hope and backward steps never get you very far. Seems you got a taste of losing, that's what makes the winning sweet. Gotta know the climb was worth it, even though a little steep. Nothing's wasted, yeah, I'd change it in a heartbeat if I could. But I chose it, and the stories, even the bad, all broke my boat. Now I'm molding my own future with the mud still on my hands to remind me that a little touch just makes me who I Hey, shape me, rearrange me, every mistake and mishap. Without the things and every reasons, where would I be at? And nothing's wasted, yeah, I'd change it in a heartbeat if I could. But I chose it, and the stories, even the bad, all broke my book. Now I'm molding my future with the most still on my hands to remind me that a little dirt just makes me who I am. It doesn't make me any less than. Hey, it makes me who I
She is making her radio debut this morning on the Tim Kelly Show. That is new music from Katie Brooke, and Brooke has an E on the end of it if you want to look her up. You can check out the video to A Little Dirt by Katie Brooke on our TV channel. That is ICTV Indie Country Television. Those videos are playing 24/7, 365 in rotation when I'm not doing the radio thing. Lots of great acting in those videos as well, so check out that tab on the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I had a great radio interview earlier this year with this next artist. His name is George Dearborn, and his latest single is called By George on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on an Indie Wednesday.
Bartender, can you break a 10? My heart's broke down again. This Tennessee whiskey's finally kicking in. It's coming on strong. Can't take much more hip hop. I ain't in the mood for southern rock. all I wanna hear out of that jukebox is a country song by George. Play anything by George. That's what I came in here for. They've got me through it before. By George, it's Trader Jones for sure. You might as well play nothing if you don't play something by George. I'm drunk on yesterday's wine. Baby's gotten good at goodbye. She's gone and I'm still doing time on this grand tour. So bartender, break up another 10. I'm gonna drop every last time in and stop loving her today if I can. Well, I have one more. By George, play anything by George. That's what I came in here for. They got me through it before. By George, it's Trader Jones for sure. You might as well play nothing if you don't play something by George. If drinking don't kill me, her foolhardy memory will. By George, play anything by George. That's what I came in here for. They got me through it before. By George, it's Trader Jones for sure. You might as well play nothing if you don't play something by George. A song don't mean nothing if it ain't been sung by George.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
How happy are people who listen to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday?
I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day?
Get happy. Get the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
First time that she smiled at me took my breath away. Next time that I saw her, she led my heart astray. Third time that our stories crossed, I finally took the chance. While the jukebox played a sad, sad song, I asked her for a dance. She did it once, she did it twice, 3 times in a row. I knew it once, no doubt, I'll never let her go. I've never met a girl like that, man, I love her so. She did it once, twice, 3 times in a row. Now we're 2 years down the line. She sleeps on my arm. I just can't get enough of her love and charm. My dreams came true when she said yes. Now we're standing side by side with all our friends and family, and it's time to kiss the bride. Well, I kissed her once, I kissed her twice, 3 times in a row. I knew it once, no doubt, I never let her go. I've never met a girl like that, and man, I love her so. I kissed her once, twice, 3 times in a row. Giving up on her and leaving her behind. Believe me, brother, it'll never cross my mind. Well, we kissed once, we kissed twice, 3 times in a row. We knew it once, no doubt, we'd never let this go. I've never met a girl like that, man, I love her so. But we kissed once, twice, 3 times in a row. But we kissed once, twice, 3 times in a row.
Making his radio debut today on the Tim Kelly Show, his name is Don Redman. He is from Sweden. That is called 3 times in a row. Tune in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time. I do a show called Triple Play Thursday. We'll play every artist on that show 3 times in a row. Want to get on that playlist, man? Send me an email at indiecountryradio@yahoo.com. Send me 3 songs, and if I like what we hear and we can say New Country's best behind them, we'll get you on Triple Play Thursday as well. Right now, we've got a brand new artist making her radio debut, and you can check out the video to this next great song as well on ICTV. That is Indie Country Television. Her name is Ev. It is E.V. Mae, M-A-E, and she's singing a duet here with Braden Ryle. It is called Always Loving Me on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on an Indie Wednesday.
Sometimes I'm like a falling star, and I just lose my way. I burn out as it all comes crashing down. Like a moon that's hidden by the clouds, the light don't shine on me, and the world around me just stops spinning round. Then there you are, giving me the strength I need to fight. The world comes into focus, I can see the light. You're an endless stream of water when I'm thirsty. You are the very oxygen I breathe. You're the gravity that always keeps me grounded. Thank you for always loving me.
Sometimes in the mirror, I don't like what I see. The girl looking back says I'm not good enough. That voice, it always lets me know there'll never be anything compared to others. I just don't measure up.
oxygen I breathe.
You're the gravity that always keeps me grounded.
And I thank you for always loving me.
I thank you for always loving me.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
You tell me you were wrong to ever let me go. There was a time I would have died to hear you say that. I used to break down at the sight or sound of you across the room. The pain was so bad. Now you're standing here with both arms open wide, asking me for one more try. It almost makes me cry. Almost, but not quite. I'm over you just enough to find the strength to be tough. I've simply come too far to give you back my heart. And as I watch you fight the tears in your eyes, it almost makes me cry. Days without you went by like razors and knives that carved up my will for surviving. But time dulled the blades and healed the cuts they made. I can't forget the scars my heart is hiding. Now you ask me if I'm still in love with you, and my silence fills up the room. It almost makes me cry. Almost, but not quite. I'm over you just enough to find the strength to be tough. I've simply come too far to give you back my heart. And as I watch you fight the tears in your
Listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. It is Indie Wednesday. I'm playing the best in new country music on a morning show, and I have a great interview with a young lady by the name of Piper Paisley. And I've already been playing your music, and I'm excited to play 3 of your songs again today. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm doing fantastic, and I want to thank you for taking your time out to do this program today. It's much appreciated.
Yeah, likewise. I do appreciate you having me on your show.
Yeah, you're busy, and in fact, you're on your way to a gig here in just a little bit.
That's correct. I'm putting the miles down as we speak.
That is awesome, and stay safe out there on the road. But tell us about a little bit about Piper Paisley and where you grew up and where you're from.
Yeah, I actually grew up in Southwest Virginia, a little county called Scott, where they still don't have cell phone service, and I'm not exaggerating.
Wow.
But I grew up on a lot of country music. That's all I know besides country and bluegrass and gospel until I hit high school.
Wow.
And I grew up listening to a lot of Alabama, Randy Travis, John Conley, Reba McEntire, Winona the Judge were my favorite as a little girl. Winona she was the one that always just, sparked the influence inside me and, wanted me to pick up the guitar and, sing into a chair microphone, if you let your imagination go there. And, I just always wanted, music was always something to me that I can't explain. It's just always been there.
I wanted to be on the radio so bad when I was a young man. I used to talk into an empty Folgers coffee can, get a little bit of reverb in there, and that kind of thing. And here we are doing an interview.
Absolutely.
So, and you're living your dream, I'm living mine, and it's a win-win because I get to put my voice over the intros of your songs, and you've got some great music.
Well, I do appreciate that. It's been a long time coming. I'm 43, and I've always had this dream of music, and, sometimes life takes you in different directions, and, your dream gets suppressed for whatever reason, but it never died on me, so
yeah.
I finally just had to buckle down last year, and I made me a checklist, and, a lot of times fear and anxiety can blanket you and be like, man, I don't know if I can do this or not, or I don't know if I have everything. And so I made me a list, and I said, if I can check all these boxes off and get what I need, and I will give myself no excuses that I'll have to go and start trying to find gigs.
Yeah.
And that's what I done. I backed myself in a corner, and I got my list done. I got my PA system, I practiced, and my first gig was on May 3rd of 2023 at a little place here in Knoxville called the Asia Cafe.
Mm-hmm. That is awesome. You have to satisfy yourself, and living your dream does that for you. And I'm the same way because, when I went to broadcasting school in the 80s, it was a major market in San Diego, California, where I was living at the time. But I come back to the Midwest, and I just walked into a radio station in 1999, and they needed somebody on the weekends. So I took that part-time gig, and then, like you said, life happened for me for a while. I was even in the Joplin, Missouri F5 tornado back in 2011, and so that was a big derailment, and I literally survived with the clothes on my back. But then I got to thinking about doing something later on the radio through the internet. And these independent artists started coming to me, loving what I was doing. And now the music just never stops. And I'm glad to have yours today for sure as well.
Well, I appreciate you receiving it.
Yeah. So keep living your dream, man. Keep doing your thing. And the music, I've been told that it's in the air. It's just up to you to grab it and write it a little bit lyrics wise and put the music to it. And then beautiful things happen with it.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah. And a lot of it's the stories about your life, and growing up. And of course, you sound like you've got an old soul with some of that classic country music that you grew up listening to.
Oh, absolutely. My dad's brother was a trucker, and I remember my dad bringing in his tapes from the road, which held the old country like you were talking about. It's got that's where I learned the Dolly Parton and the Roy Orbison and the Dan Seals and the Sweethearts of the Rodeo, Ricky Skaggs. And, I got my first electric guitar when I was probably about 3rd grade. And one of the first songs that I played, which I fell in love with, was Merle Haggard, The Working Man's Blues.
Yep.
And I still perform that song today But yeah, I got old soul for it. I don't know why, but it just, I'm really drawn to it.
That is awesome. We've hung out with Leona Williams. She was married to Merle Haggard at one time, and she's got her own version of that song to fit her as a woman. So she calls it the working woman blues or something to that effect. So.
Well, I'll have to look that up. That's intriguing.
Yeah, Leona Williams is fantastic. Still doing her thing at 80 years old. So that right there tells you never give up. She's a great songwriter and a great performer at 80 years old still.
That is so awesome.
Yep.
You know, that's something that I want to do more of, and that's songwriting. I want to do more collaboration, and there's so much more that I know that I want to learn and have to learn, and I know it's just, you know, in due time, I know those things are going to happen. It's like you said, it's left foot, right foot, breathe. You just keep going and just let it happen.
Absolutely. You never know who's out there watching or who's listening to this program or anything like that. In fact, you connected with my buddy Jonathan Lynn through social media, you were telling me, and that's how you ended up on this program. And you've been coming into my TikTok lives and supporting what we got going on and hearing all these other artists that I'm playing. So those collaborations will probably happen too. But that is awesome. And I want to thank Jonathan Lynn for sending you my way.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, much appreciation to him also for, you know, just being the kind-hearted person that he is and believing in what, you know, maybe I'm singing or doing and passing me along to you. So it's, again, I can't thank you guys.
You're welcome. And, you know, it's our first radio interview today, but I guarantee you it won't be our last because I love these three songs that we're going to play so much. I've already been playing them quite a bit. And your song, the first one we're going to play is called Another Lonely Town. It's got a great video to it. And I have this TV channel called ICTV or Indie Country Television that I started years ago because I know there's so many music videos out there and I want to watch you guys in action. There's some great acting in those videos. And it's just a simple, beautifully done song, Another Lonely Town. We're going to play it here in just a little bit. But kind of tell us the story behind it, too. That's why I love doing these interviews.
Well, I will say a lot of times when I write, it doesn't necessarily come from my own story or background. I can take a look around and I can, you know, I can draw off other people's experiences or what they're going through. I just had the idea one evening sitting on the porch and just kind of reminiscing of, you know, my past relationships and some of my friends as well. And just talking about, you know, I moved from Virginia to Tennessee and from Johnson City to Knoxville, Tennessee. And sometimes you just have to go to a different town to kind of get away from, you know, the hurt, the pain, the heartbreak. And then as time goes, you know, maybe you find another relationship and you go through the same thing again. And you're trying to find happiness and you're trying to find, you know, your purpose and where you're supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it ends up being another lonely town and you have to go back home to reset.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that kind of happened to me before I was in the Joplin tornado. I was married to my first wife for 20 years and then, you know, separated for about 2.5 years. I became lonely. I called my brother up in Joplin where I kind of grew up and I said, hey, can I come up there and look for a job? And he says, sure, come on up. The very next day, the Joplin, Missouri tornado come in, wiped his place out. He'd lived there for 2 years. So we're both starting all over again. And, you know, and then 9 months later, I was in the Branson, Missouri tornado. Nobody's going to want to be around me if they hear these tornado stories. But
I know, coming to Branson, you're going to have me rethinking it.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, we love this little small town. It's a small town of 10,000 people, but it has over 9 million people come through this town tourist-wise. So it's not really a lonely town. You can definitely find somebody to talk to, that's for sure.
That's awesome. I can't wait I hope I get to come up and visit you soon.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have you and your music. They would go crazy over. It is very, very good. Now, let me ask you this, too. Do you have any siblings? And if so, are they musically inclined like you?
Actually, I do have a brother. He's 7 years older than me. And, of course, he has his own family who, you know, my niece is, she's in her 20s and done been married. And she's very well set in her career and being successful. And I have a nephew who's doing the same. But my brother is not he's an outdoorsman. He's not musically inclined.
Okay, he's probably in deer camp right now if he's that outdoorsy, huh?
So I got it from my mother, and then of course the outdoorsman side came from my dad's side. So I guess he went, you know, my dad's route, and I went my mother's route. So.
Yep, absolutely. You mentioned a lot of the artists that you grew up listening to that have inspired you. You know, they did me so much, especially that 90s country music, that I had to start another radio station that runs 24/7 called Classic Country Radio. So you can listen to that on my website as well. When I'm not doing this program, my voice is over there. So, man, that is the kind of music that you're looking to make, isn't it? That resonates with somebody so much that they'll be listening to it 25, 30 years from now.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer that 90s country, it's coming back. And I think, Zach Top and Cody Johnson and some of those artists like that are bringing it back. I think there's a hunger for it, to be honest with you.
Yep, absolutely. And I love hearing the traditional country sounds that these younger folks are making. I mean, I've interviewed one here just not too long ago, Anthony Price. He's 17 years old from Texarkana, Texas, and boy, does he make some good traditional country music, steel guitar and all that in those songs, and they love that here in Branson as well and around the world.
Yeah, like I said, I believe there's a thirst for it, and I think it's just a matter of time before, it's what's going to be headlining everything.
Yeah, I really do believe that too. Now, let me ask you too, as a female artist, I know you probably will agree it's a little harder maybe even for you to get radio airplay because of being a female, but that is not the case on this program. I was telling you, I've already played you 3 times on my Triple Play Thursday. We're going to do it again this afternoon or this morning on this program. So I'm sure that really... You'll agree, though, there's a lot of talented females out there in the world of country music. In fact, Lainey Wilson winning CMA Vocalist of the Year, or Entertainer of the Year, actually, last year.
Oh, absolutely. And, the people like Lainey Wilson, Jennifer Nettles, Hannah Dasher even, who is still she's making her breakthrough as we speak, and she's been grinding it out for years, and I love to watch her interviews and stuff. And just talking about finding the grit and the grind that she knows she's supposed to be there, and how they fight for, females in country music, and they fight for what sound that they're looking for versus what other people think their sound should be. Yeah. And, there's several artists here in Knoxville, Miss Alicia Harvey and Sarah Williams, and there's Steph Cabell. There's several female solo artists here that we stay connected and we help one another, and we just try to find some type of camaraderie and, that we can help one another down the road.
Anytime you throw names out there like that, you get me excited because I'm thinking, now I wonder what they sound like. You got to hook me up.
I will definitely. Alicia, she's had several songs out there on the platforms, and she's a very talented songwriter herself and performer. Yeah. Actually, her and Sarah, we all performed together at a place called the Marble City Pub in Knoxville, and we done that last Friday, and it was so much fun that we all got to get together and bring the people that normally would come and see us, and we all got together and just had a good time down there at the pub, and we got to sing with one another, and it was just a fun time, so we're looking forward to getting to do that again.
That is awesome. That brings up this next question. I asked this of a lot of artists, and I want to ask it of you for sure, because you already told me some of your influences. They might be some of the same names we might hear again, but who is somebody you would like to either open for that you haven't, or maybe do a duet with live on stage? Who might be some names we might know?
Oh, I would love to perform with Jennifer Nettles, hand down. I am a Sugarland fanatic. I love them. Yep. And Christian Bush, he's kind of a local guy. Mm-hmm. So that's a cool thing about him. Hannah Dasher would be another one because I just think she's raw and real. Yep. If that makes any sense. She's so authentic in what she does.
You're looking at my files, man. I've got her in my music files too. Some of her music.
Oh yeah, and she's a heck of a songwriter. She's a heck of a guitar player, and she's an inspiration to me, to be honest with you. Like I said, I always love to go and listen to her interviews, and that's kind of how I learn what I kind of need to do. Is I just kind of see what everybody else is doing, and try to fuel my fire with that.
Yeah, that is right. And you mentioned Jennifer Nettles, and I mentioned acting in some of these videos out there. She's a pretty good actress too. One of my wife's favorite movies, especially to watch around Christmas time, is that Coat of Many Colors, when she played Dolly Parton's mom. She played Dolly Parton's mom.
Absolutely, that was such a good. Yeah, hands down, that's one of the best.
Yeah.
I have to agree with you on that one.
Yep, absolutely. So that's a great movie, and we love to watch that from time to time. And that's what has happened too in a lot of different country songs. A great movie has come from it too, huh?
Yes. One of my favorite movies is actually Urban Cowboy. I think that is one of the best soundtracks. And
Oh my goodness. I haven't posted this to social media yet because we're still getting the pictures all together, but this last weekend we were at the Mansion Theater hanging out with Barry Corbin, the actor that was in Urban Cowboy, and then I've interviewed my good friend Jessie Mape. She played Jessie, who was Sissy's best friend in Urban Cowboy as well, and now she's a musician down there in Pasadena, Texas. But we got to hang out with Barry Corbin. He's been in everything. He's been in The Ranch and Yellowstone and Northern Exposure, Old Country for Old Men, something like that. But movies I haven't really seen, but I know who he is. I'll tell you, he's something else.
Oh, how ironic you just mentioned that. Yeah, I'm an 81 baby, and I think it's just funny how I love that movie, and that movie came out in 81. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And John Travolta, he said, he told Jessie told John Travolta, she goes, I don't know how you got this part, because he's not, that kind of a cowboy or nothing. He had just done Saturday Night Fever right before that, and then he goes to do an Urban Cowboy.
Well, they made a good pick. It turned out excellent.
Yeah, and we're still talking about it 40 years later. How about that?
I know, right?
They're probably going to be talking about Another Lonely Town 40 years later. We're going to play it right now for Piper Paisley on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
I can still see her face in that rear view. That night in Tupelo, and punching the gas and never looking back, making dust trails to San Antonio. Now maybe my pride still has the best of me, or her spirit just wanted to be free. And just another lonely town, another place to lay my head, not another soul around, just the voices in my head. When forever has an end, why is it hard to start again? In another lonely town, just another lonely town tonight. So I packed my bags and headed back to Tennessee. Oh, to Tennessee. Hope in my heart won't forget her, but I couldn't guarantee that it would. Mama told me, girl, you gotta be strong, you gotta move on, but a memory won't let go. And just another lonely town, just a place to lay my head, not another soul around, just the voices in my head. When forever has an end, why is it hard to start again? In another lonely town, it's another lonely town tonight. Just another lonely town, just a place to lay my head. Not another soul around, just the voices in my head. When forever has an end, why is it hard to start again? In another lonely town, it's another lonely town tonight.
Her name is Piper Paisley. That is called Another Lonely Town. You just heard the song right here on the Tim Kelly Show. Be sure to go check out the video to it on our TV channel. That is ICTV Indie Country Television. And it's playing for you 24/7 when we're not doing the show. So we're helping you get it out there. Man, it has a great video too.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That's something I actually pulled together over the weekend. So it turned out better than expected.
Wow, that is awesome. And I love how it all came together. And you've got that accent that I've heard from other folks that grew up around where you did. I interviewed Mackenzie Phipps. She's also from West Virginia and has that kind of a southern draw accent. But it kind of goes away when you sing too, and that is kind of amazing to me. At what point did you know that you wanted to be a singer, or did you start singing?
Well, as I explained before, you know, music's always been in my life, and it was always, there's two things that in my life growing up that I leaned on, and that was sports, and that was music.
Mm-hmm.
Sports, of course, got me out there in the public, but music, I was always at home with my bedroom door closed, and if I thought anybody was listening to me, I would automatically just shut down. I was that, you know, bashful and shy about it, but I loved to do it. And I was raised in church back home, and it just little by little as I got older, you know, I would start doing a little bit more of coming out and playing in front of people.
Uh-huh.
And a very quick story is in my early 20s, my sister-in-law went to a Methodist church in Fort Blackmore, Virginia, and they were doing homecomings. And if anybody knows what homecoming is in a small town, it's food and it's music. And they didn't have anybody to play that morning on that Sunday. And we were sitting around together one day, and they're like, well, how about we just get together and we just throw a couple songs? They're like, we're not expecting really anybody to show up, you know, and we'll have some music that Sunday morning. So I play the banjo also. So it was me on the banjo and her on the doghouse bass.
Wow.
And her dad on the guitar, and then both of my cousins played the guitar, and then my little niece at the time played the drums. And I want you to know that Sunday morning, it was standing room only in that church.
That's
and
awesome.
I thought I would die. I probably sounded like Stevie Nicks. I was so nervous. But, you know, that's kind of how it started. And that led to 7 years of us going and traveling and going from church to church and singing in revivals and, you know, just wherever they wanted us at. And
I hear that with so many young folks, especially, you know, grew up singing in the church, and then here we are doing these radio interviews. And here lately, this whole year, I've been getting a lot of great country gospel music as well. There's some good stuff out there.
Oh, yeah, Southern gospel is some of the best, but, you know, bluegrass gospel also pulls on my heartstrings.
Yeah. What were your favorite sports now that you brought that up? Because I'm a huge sports fan.
Oh my gosh, I'm still a huge sports fan to this day. I started playing in third grade, which was basketball. And I played basketball all the way through to high school, where I also took on, I'd done basketball. I went into volleyball. I played softball. I done track and field, and I also done AAU basketball. So I was a very busy bee when I was in school.
Man, no kidding. I love football. In fact, the Kansas City Chiefs, I have loved them since I was a little kid. They won their first Super Bowl when I was 7. But here in about 2017, they drafted this guy named Patrick Mahomes. Your third song we're going to play is called Tattoo. I know it's got a different meaning to it, and we'll hear the story behind it in just a second. But I have a Mahomes tattoo on my left arm.
I love it.
So that I'm pretty indebted to the Chiefs, I would say, I guess. But
Yeah, I'm a huge NCAA fan. I love me some college football. That's something
Yeah.
that I love to do on Saturday mornings. Is I will watch Game Day and I will watch the SEC Network. And that's when I love to put something in the crock pot, or just have something flowing all day to kind of just lounge out and just watch some ball.
I originally got into broadcasting because I wanted to be one of those guys calling those kind of games, especially in the NFL and things like that, So I love listening to Pat Summerall and John Madden back in the 90s, man. That was a Sunday. If they were doing a game, I was on it. And I ended up getting into country radio because of that 90s country. I thought, man, this stuff is pretty good. And I love to DJ and be on the radio. So, I started my own here about 12 years ago, and I thought, this might work, and here we are.
I love it.
So, love your music too. So, your memory holds on is the title of this next one, or hangs on. And I just saw on your website you got a video of this one too. So I'm gonna have to check that out a little closer. I might be adding that one to ICTV as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I got a lot of fans in that video right there. So, I actually got backed in the corner with that music video, and I had to edit that thing and put it together myself. So that's on a whim right there also.
Wow.
And I pulled that video together.
That is awesome, man. I love that, hearing that, because I talk about how hard it is to make a song and get it everything fully produced, to build a brand and do the things that you've been doing for quite a while now. You got to build a logo, you got to have merchandise designed and all this stuff that it takes. There's so much behind the scenes, and I don't know if you got anybody helping you. This runs as pretty much a one-man show, but it's a lot of work, whether you have a team or not, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I wear many hats, and I'm reminded every day that I'm not in my 20s.
Yeah. I hear you there, and I'm a little older than you, too, so... Your memory hangs on. We're going to play it, and then Tattoo's going to be the third one. I want to hear the story behind Tattoo as well. Tell us about this song.
Tattoo, I wrote for my best friend who went through 16 years of an abusive relationship on all levels. Physical, emotional, mental. And, again, 16 years in that. And I think some of the lyrics in that, I say that the only good thing that come out of that was those three little U's. And she has three beautiful, successful kids. And, she was able to, finally find the courage and bravery to walk away from that. And it took, even after the fact, it took her a long time to even get over some of the remnants of that. And so that's just... Tattoo is just talking about the love that she had for those kids. She went through all that just to keep her kids.
Yeah.
So, sometimes that's what a tattoo is. It's permanent. No matter what you go through in life, you're going to look down and you're going to see it.
Yep.
So, if that helps to explain it a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. That is perfect. What a neat story. My wife just recently got one with this phrase called "Let Them." And, that's had a real deep meaning to her for a long time. And she said, I'm going to get that tattoo. And she was trying to cover up a scar at the same time. So it had a twofold purpose. And we're absolutely loving the look of it. And then she got some roses that we actually, flowers that we grew on our patio that she took pictures of and had the artist put those on there for her as well.
Oh, that's a cool story.
So, yeah.
So that's all.
Yeah, I never thought in a million years I would get a tattoo because I always hated needles, but I'm addicted to them. Once you get one, now I've got 8 of them, so.
That's what they say. Once you get one, there's no stopping.
Once you
and
get...
that is an expensive habit.
Exactly. Once you get one song from Piper Paisley, you want 8 of them. So you got to send me some more music. I'll play that too.
Absolutely. I hope to be back in the studio in early spring. So
that sounds great. Thanks for doing the interview today, and we've had a great time hanging out with you. I want to ask you one more thing, and where can folks find you on social media? I've been looking at your website, but I'll let you tell it all.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to my website at piperpaisleymusic.com. You can also go to my Facebook, Piper Paisley Music. And Piper Paisley Music is just a theme for all social media. So you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok also. So I promise if you'll just Google me, Piper Paisley, you'll be able to scroll down and find out all those cool places that I'm at.
There you go. You have been fun to talk to. Be sure to send me some of the info on those other artists that you talked about. Maybe we can even do a conference interview with one of them if you would like. I would love to do that. We'll play some of your music, some of theirs, and we can kind of go back and forth on that. That'd be a lot of fun too.
Oh, absolutely. I'll definitely get in touch with Alicia and Sarah, and we'll see if we can't get something fired up. And I also would like to say that, check me out on all the music platforms, whether it's Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple. Yep. You get a chance, while you're driving to work or while you're getting ready in the mornings, just check out my music and hope you like it. If you do, just share it along. It's I tell people at my shows all the time, that's the best free way that you could ever support a local artist is to go and check out their online music and our online platforms and just like and share it. Yeah, absolutely. And you got some great shows coming up too. So if you're in that area where Piper Paisley is going to be performing, definitely go see her, and it'll be worth your time and money for sure. And she will absolutely put on a great show. Your music is fantastic. Keep doing what you're doing, and we'll see you on the radio, as I say around here. All right, well, thank you so much. Thank you, and Piper Paisley. This is called Your Memory Hangs On the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best on an Indie Wednesday.
Storm clouds gather on the hilltops, reminding me of when you done me wrong. Broke my heart in a million pieces. I can't seem to make it on my own. Those blues sneak up without warning. Your cheating ways are still with me now. I wished I could let you go, darling, but your memory hangs on to me for now. At night I lay in bed crying. I reach over to feel your golden head, but what I feel is a cold stain of lonely. Your pillow is left laying dead. Those blues sneak up without a warning. Your cheating ways are still with me now. Wished I could let you go, darling, but your memory hangs on to me for now. Now, Mama, now she tried to tell me before I put gold on your head, son, her eyes tell the story. You can't trust what you don't understand. Those blues will sneak up without warning. Your cheating ways are still with me now. I wished I could let you go, darling, but your memory hangs on to me for now. But your memory hangs on to me for now.
Another hour of the best in New Country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
$16 years is a long damn time.
someone pretending it's all fine, but you survive the fires he put you through. The only good were the three little you's. He turned your life upside down, stole their mind with his invisible crown, and you ran away, and time after time. But his charm deceived your mind. Forgetting love's like an old tattoo, a permanent reminder that you can't undo. Like those kids, your mom and me too. Like an old damn tattoo. Time has a way of bearing the truth. By having faith and trusting in your roots, I knew one day that they would find themselves. They come back to you like everyone else. Forgetting love's like an old tattoo, a permanent reminder that you can't undo. Like those kids, your mom and me too. Like an old damn tattoo. Forgetting love's like an old tattoo. It's like a permanent reminder that you can undo. Like those kids, your mom and me too. Like an old damn tattoo.
Her name is Piper Paisley, and I want to thank her for doing a great radio interview today. Third song in her triple play, and it's not even Thursday. We'll call that Tattoo. And I tell you, once you get on Spotify and some of those streaming services and download some Piper Paisley, you'll be a permanent fan for sure. So go do that. Piper Paisley Music is her music page on Facebook and social media. Go check her out. And I want to thank my good friend Jonathan Lynn for hooking me up with Piper Paisley. He's going to kick off the first song of the third hour of today's Indie Wednesday. So welcome to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show. We are live on our website at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. I am also live on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air, live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. If you're missing me today, man, I don't know what to tell you. I'm every place, and we're going to be doing Triple Play Thursday again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time as well. Hope to see you in all of those chat rooms too. How about that, Jonathan Lynn? His new single is called Y'all Come. Let's do it for hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us when you can. Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then. Hey! The kinfolks are coming, they're coming by the dozen, eating everything from soup to hay. And right after dinner, they ain't looking any thinner. Here's what you'll hear them say. Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us when you can. Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then. Now grandma's wishing they come out to the kitchen and help to do the dishes right away. But they all started leaving, although that she's grieving. You can still hear grandma say, y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us when you can. Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then. Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us when you can. Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then. Oh, you all come to see us now and then.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music.
I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Right into this old town and there ain't much to see. There's a bank with some money that you know ain't mine, and a sheriff there was looking for me. If I can time it right, get the drop, get outside, cross the border before they know I'm gone. They got a whole posse, we got Jesse, James, and me, a couple of horses, and I got my gun. Yeah. I try to lay low right outside El Paso. It ain't easy cause they know my game. I shoot a blank stare with my picture everywhere and all the pretty ladies knowing my name. If I can time it right, get the drop, get outside, cross the border before they know I'm gone. We got a whole posse, we got Jesse, James, and me, a couple of horses, and I got my gun. I've got a gun, and I'm gonna get you soon as the feeling hits ya. Take a look in my eyes, it should come as no surprise. I got a gun, and I'm gonna show ya what everybody told you. That I've got a gun.
Choctaw, I got family ties all over the land. I got a 45 that's been keeping me alive, a poker face hiding the killer's hand. Get outside, cross the border before they know I'm gone. They got a whole posse, we got Jesse James and me, a couple of horses, and I got mine. Oh, I got my gun, and I'm gonna get you soon as the feeling hits ya. Take a look in my eyes, it should come as no surprise. I got a gun.
That is a brand new single from a great group called Rocket Horse. Rocket Horse Music is where you can find them on social media, and that is called Got a Gun. And one of those great songwriter ballads. And talking about Jesse James, doesn't get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. He used to hang around in these Missouri Ozarks, and when we'd go down to the river down in Pineville, Missouri, just south of Joplin, our grandparents used to take us camping down there. They have Jesse James Boulevard. He used to hang out some of those caves along the Elk River. So great stories right there, and I love the gun, or Got a Gun, by the great group Rocket Horse. I love this next gentleman. His music is fantastic, makes great traditional country music. He's my good buddy from Colorado, Lee Sims, and you can hear his voice that he lent to Classic Country Radio 24/7 on my Classic Country Radio station. That tab is at the top of KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com as well. The brand new single from Lee Sims, I'm the One That Ain't Coming Back, on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on an Indie Wednesday.
Well, I left the night you left me. I've been gone now for a while. Been palling round with the blues and drinking like it's going out of style. I didn't take a car, I didn't take a bus, I didn't take a plane. I've just been laying low, trying to get over this pain. 1,000 times I've thought it over, told myself I was over you. Never been this far gone before, I don't know where this old road is heading to. I feel just like a lonesome whistle blowing down a one-way track. Yeah, you're the one that's gone, but I'm the one that ain't coming back. Well, I sleep down on the sofa, but I can't say that I really rest. I get to work late every morning. My boss says I'm a mixed up mess. I burned up your letters, threw
threw away your pictures and tore that phone off the wall. But I would have torn up my pride if only you would have called. 1,000 times I've thought it over, told myself I was over you. Never been this far gone before. I don't know where this old road is heading to. I feel just like a lonesome whistle blowing down a one-way track. Yeah, you're the one that's gone, but I'm the one that ain't coming back. I feel just like a lonesome whistle blowing down a one-way track. Yeah, you're the one that's gone, but I'm the one that ain't coming back. Yeah, you're the one that's gone, but I'm the one that ain't coming back.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Hello, whiskey. Man, it's been a long, long time. Guess you heard my baby left me for a so-called friend of mine. One thing's for certain, nothing's certain anymore. Everything that mattered just walked out my door. Hello, whiskey. Hello. Hello, whiskey. So how have you been? I never thought I'd see your face again. I'll spare the detail and cut to the chase. I've got a lot of memories to try to erase. Hello, whiskey. Hello. So I've got to make this hurt disappear, and that's the only reason I'm sitting here. Hey, bartender, don't pass me by. Just leave that bottle, son. Here's mud in your eye. Hello, whiskey. Hello. I'm glad you're here. I hope you don't mind my bending your ear. I can't believe I So I've got to make this hurt disappear. And that's the only reason I'm sitting here. Hey, bartender, don't pass me by. Just leave that bottle, son. Here's mud in your eye. Hello, whiskey. Hello. Hello, whiskey. Hello.
His name is Ron Jenkins. Ron Jenkins Music, if you want to check him out on social media. That is called Hello Whiskey. Here's Mud in Your Eye, ladies and gentlemen. And you can hear Ron Jenkins' voice 24/7 on Classic Country Radio as well. Did some great radio liners for me, and I appreciate that. And I am also taking Christmas greeting requests. So if you want to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of the folks that listen to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, shoot me those recordings to KICR Indie Country Radio at yahoo.com. That is our email address. I will edit them together and we'll start playing those the day after Thanksgiving is our official Christmas season here at the radio station, and we're going to be playing lots of great Christmas music and your Christmas greetings as well. The latest single from my good friend McKenna Faith Winters is up next. It is called Forgot Your Name on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
So you're saying not feeling yourself, but now you're talking to someone else. Say you don't want to leave me on, but you don't want to hurt me. You call me your pretty little thing, but now it's pretty darn easy to see. You've been flirting with the girl down the street, such a player obviously. Thanks for making this easy. Boy, don't worry, you don't mean nothing. I ain't wasting time or losing any sleep. So don't worry, I'll be okay. If I was crying any tears, it would be a shame. But I already forgot your name. Was it David, Derek, or Dan? I'll have to check my Instagram. So many DMs rolling in, so spare me the drama. This might be breaking news, but I'm totally over you. Call me crazy if you want to, just thought you should know. Boy, don't worry, you don't mean nothing. I ain't wasting time or losing any sleep. So don't worry, I'll be okay. If I was crying any tears, it would be a shame. But I already forgot your name. Don't you know some things ain't meant to be? Like fire and ice and you and me. Boy, don't worry, you don't mean nothing. I ain't wasting time or losing any sleep. So don't worry, I'll be okay. If I was crying any tears, it would be a shame. But I already forgot your name. I already forgot your name.
Giddy up, howdy, this is Jane from One Ugly Cowboy, and you're listening to Today's Country with Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio. Woo! Ride with the wind. He was born on the bayou. His mama mama tapped out in Baton Rouge. He was raised by his father. The man did his best when he could. If his daddy had quit the bottle, the boy might have turned out differently. But the son was doomed to follow. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Another fallen angel on a dead-end road, just like his daddy. And his daddy before, one more bottle, one more shot. One's too many, and you know life's too short to waste like that. You can't dance with a monkey on your back. She was mama's little darling, sweetest young thing you ever knew. But the devil came upon her. The tracks on her arm told a different truth. Another fallen angel, lost, empty, and scared, trying to fill that hole with whatever helps to forget. One more needle, one more hit, one more never gonna scratch that itch. Life's too short to waste like that. You can't dance with a monkey on your back. Somebody please, can I get a witness? I'm about to break out in prayer. May the Lord shine a guiding light on every lost soul in the world tonight. Hallelujah, can I get an amen? One more bottle, one more shot. One's too many, ain't enough. Life's too short to waste like that. Oh. One more needle, one more hit, one more never gonna scratch that itch. Life's too short to waste like that. You can't dance with the monkey on your back. No!
That is the brand new single from my good friend Jane and the group One Ugly Cowboy, a great country rock band from Toronto, Canada, and that is called You Can't Dance with a Monkey on Your Back. They don't know me. I can't dance without the monkey either, so I can sure play their music, though. Great music from One Ugly Cowboy. Go follow them on social media. Tell them Tim Kelly from the Tim Kelly Show sent you. They know who I am, the first radio personality to ever put them on the radio. Billy Joe Jones is up next. Her latest single is called Whose Tequila Are You Drinking? And we are working out the details to have her as a special guest on this program as well, so stay tuned for that. Right now, her song on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on an Indie Wednesday.
It's hard to see you after all this time. These locals really make look her in her home, recognize. Before I tell you what I'm thinking, tell me whose tequila are you drinking? I apologize for this inquisition. I didn't mean to put you in this position, but I'm sure I was here first, and just when I couldn't feel worse, I see you here, and just like that, my heart can't take my eyes off that glass. Whose tequila are you drinking? You never drank that stuff before. Light beer is all you can handle. Who you holding that drink for? Like to meet her, she's here tonight, and look her in her home, recognize. Before I tell you what I'm thinking, tell me whose tequila are you drinking? See, I come in here to lose my grip on memories in time. Don't belong with her, you belong with me, like tequila, something like. Whose tequila are you drinking? You never drank that stuff before. Light beer is all you can handle. Who you holding that drink for? Like to meet her, she's here tonight. Look her in her home, recognize. Before I tell you what I'm thinking, tell me whose tequila are you drinking? Before I tell you what I'm thinking, whose tequila are you drinking?
New country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
I ain't the product of a trust fund. Far as money goes, I ain't got much. But I trade my time in the hot sun for love to get me by. My pickup's old and rusty. She rattles and stays dusty. But when that girl's there beside me, it shines, shines, shines. We got a roof to keep the rain off, a mailbox to write her name on, a 10-acre lot with a little bird dog on the front porch, garden that screen door, baking in the pancakes on the griddle, hand in hand right down the middle. Life with a girl in love, that's the real McCoy. Ain't bad for a good old boy. She's gracing holy blue jeans with a face made for the movies. Yeah, she beats all I ever dreamed every time she wakes me up. She got a way of making something out of a whole lot of nothing. The honey in her loving is like money in my cup. We got a roof to keep the rain off, a mailbox to write her name on, a 10-acre lot with a little bird dog on the front porch, garden that screen door, baking in the pancakes on the griddle, hand in hand right down the middle. Life with a girl in love,
the real McCoy. I ain't bad for a good old boy. We got a roof, keep the rain off, a mailbox to write her name on, a 10-acre lot with a little bird dog on the front porch. Rocking on the front porch, baking in the pancakes on the griddle, hand in hand right down the middle. Life with a girl in love, that's the real McCoy. Ain't bad for a good old boy. It ain't bad for a good old boy.
His name is Christian Davis. That is called Ain't Bad for a Good Old Boy. Man, that good old boy sounds like a lot like Trace Atkins. In fact, he has performed with Trace Atkins, and he's going to perform for y'all in a great radio interview that is upcoming. Check out my full radio interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. You guys are going to enjoy Christian Davis, and we'll play 3 of his songs, and you'll get to hear the stories behind them as well. This next artist is sure putting out a lot of great country music. His name is Stephen Wood. Stephen Wood Music is where you can find him on social media. Here's a great take on a Ronnie Millsap song called Smoky Mountain Rain. This is Smoky Mountain Pain from Stephen Wood on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on an Indie Wednesday.
Heard a Millsap song in the hotel lobby while checking in my room with you on my mind. It sounded like old Ronnie was singing my story. I felt his song and I took it as a sign. I was only gonna follow my dream for a year or two, but I'm not happy if I'm anywhere without you. I'm feeling Smoky Mountain pain in California. LA's not the place where I belong. Stuck here on the coast and longing for you. I'm feeling Smoky Mountain pain in California. Tonight I'll catch a red eye into Nashville, and then follow the radio all the way home. Funny how a change of space can change you and bring you back to what you've always known. Just ain't living, 'cause miles away your love just kept on giving. I'm feeling Smoky Mountain pain in California. LA's not the place where I belong. Right now, yet I'm stuck here on the
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
How happy are people who listen to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday?
I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day?
Get happy. Get the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Guess who's back in town? Wonder what he wants now. I gave him all I had, and he hurt me so bad. He knows I love him still. I guess I always will. I just can't turn him down. Guess who's back in town? Every time he comes around, I know how it will be. When it comes to him, I never do what's best for me. My heart should be wise enough not to let him in. He'll leave me in pieces when he walks right out again. Guess who's back in town? Wonder what he wants now. I gave him all I had, and he hurt me so bad. He knows I love him still. I guess I always will. I just can't turn him down. Guess who's back in town? I know any minute now the phone is gonna ring. He thinks he's still got my crazy heart out on a string. I'll admit it's easy falling victim to his charm. If he says all the right words, I'll be right back in his arms. Guess who's back in town? Wonder what he wants now. I gave him all I had, and he hurt me so bad. He knows I love him still. I guess I always will. I just can't turn him down. Guess who's back in town? I just can't turn him down. Guess who's back in town?
Her name is Pamela Rooney. There's some great traditional country music for you. Guess who's back in town? That's what I said when I came back from vacation on September and getting back on the radio. Man, I'm sure glad to be on it today. Lots of great country music on the radio, and the folks hanging out with me and supporting and listening to the program. I love that as well. Thank you all for tuning in today. And let's do it again tomorrow night. We'll call it Triple Play Thursday. Every artist on the program will get played 3 times in a row, and I got a couple of great radio interviews on tomorrow night's show as well. How about the latest single from my good friend Levi Colby? It is C-O-B-Y on his last name. It is called F-150 on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on an Indie Wednesday.
I get up, get on my truck, hit the start and crank it up. I love to hear that baby roar, 'cause I'm gonna see my girl, the one who changed my world, and I sure love riding in my F-150, got the good Lord right with me cruising along, yeah. Pretty girl right by my side, so beautiful I ain't lying. She's like some country song, we just cruising along, yeah. We just cruising along, yeah.
when she walked in. Yeah, she's got these eyes that shine. So beautiful, just takes my breath. When we go for a ride, riding in my F-150, got the good Lord right with me, cruising along. Yeah, pretty girl right by my side, so beautiful I ain't lying. She's like some country song, and we just cruising along. Yeah, we just cruising along. Yeah, I will see your pretty smile as I'm breaking down. You take my breath in that pretty white dress, sweet Sarah Vance. Backing up my F-150, my whole life's right here with me, moving on. Yeah, pretty girl right by my side, so beautiful I ain't lying. She's like some country song, we just cruising along. Yeah, we just cruising along. Yeah, we just cruising along. Yeah, we just cruising along. Yeah.
In the morning. What does that mean?
Are you responsible for the strange sounds I heard emanating from my radio this morning?
We apologize for what he said.
Blah, 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 blah.
We have no idea. We're just making it up as we go along. The guy's awesome.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
First you gotta get off the grid just a little. Find a way, then get in the middle. Get behind a guy with a hound in a truck that I ain't even mad. Girl sweeter than pie and honeysuckle, where the boys take pride in the size of their buckles. Speed limit, tractor, cow in the road. Slow go, slow poke. Little white church, blue skies, red dirt, cool snap shirts, and American honey. Come on, y'all, get lost in the country. Three chords and a truth, resurrection. Hear them songs and you won't be forgetting. Moonshine, first taste, first time heartbreak. Stand by your man. Texas X is a yeehaw heartache. Gotta have a fiddle in the band. Willie's guitar, straight from the heart, cranking, hanging a baby blue caddy. Come on, y'all, get lost in the country. We're going off in the deep end, getting way out for the weekend. Fighting some front porch picking. You see what you've been missing. Come on now. Little white church, blue skies, red dirt, pearl snap shirts, and American honey. Come on, y'all, get lost in the country. Willie's guitar, straight from the heart, cranking, hanging a baby blue caddy. Come on, y'all, get lost in the country. Get lost, lost in the country. Get lost, oh, oh, oh. Get lost, lost in the country. Get lost, oh, oh, oh. Get lost, lost in the country. Get lost, get lost, get lost.
There is another talented young female in the world of country music. Her name is Tori Martin. That is called Lost in the Country. That's not a bad place to get lost, and I want to thank you for getting lost in the country with me for the last 3 hours on this Indie Wednesday. I also want to thank my special guests Presley Puig and Piper Paisley for being on the program today. Join me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time when we'll do Triple Play Thursday. Every artist on the show gets played 3 times in a row. My special guest tomorrow night will be Gabe Choate from Texas and Greta Ziller from Australia. You're going to love the stories behind their music, and you'll get to hear 3 songs in a row from them as well. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. Oh, I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me